There have been a lot of controversies around the FIFA World Cup happening in Qatar. Allegations of bribery, curbing of freedom, and serious human rights violations have rocked the world. Sources close to the Qatari royal family suggest that the royals are fuming at the level of international embarrassment that the country finds itself in the center of. It wasn't too long ago that India too had embarrassed itself on the international stage. In 2010, when India hosted the Commonwealth Games, it became a spectacle of shame.
Been known increasingly for scandal and corruption.
Shadow of corruption over the former Commonwealth Games Organising Committee Chairperson Suresh Kalmadi's.
The event, which should have catapulted India's reputation, became a laughingstock of thousands of crores worth of scams. Here is the chronology of how the infamous Commonwealth scam unfolded. In November 2003, Delhi was chosen as the host city during the Commonwealth Games Federation General Assembly. The successful hosting of the 2003 Afro-Asian Games at Hyderabad helped India win the bid, as the country was seen as having the ability and resources to hold a big sporting event. But then the organization of the event was beset by delays and cost overruns. All CWG projects were to be completed by May 2009 and the next year was to be kept for trial runs. However, a report by the Indian government released several months prior to the games found that construction work on 13 out of the 19 sports venues was behind schedule. Less than 2 weeks before the opening ceremony, CGF chief Mike Fennell wrote to the Indian cabinet secretary saying that the CWG village was seriously compromised. The BBC published photographs of the village taken 2 days before the event showing unfinished living quarters. But it wasn't just about running behind time. It was also about the quality of the work done. In 21st September 2010, a footbridge under construction for the games collapsed, injuring at least 23 people. Commenting on the incident, the then Delhi Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit controversially remarked that the footbridge was only meant for spectators and not for athletes. On the first night of swimming, the debris believed to be part of the ceiling landed in the swimming pool. The Scottish delegation apparently submitted a photograph of a dog defecating on a bed in the games village. Athletes and delegation support staff were treated like cattle and subjected to disgraceful and unbearable conditions. This poor quality of planning and work showed that the games became an opportunity for those in power at that time to mint money at the cost of India's reputation. A lot of items were bought or procured at a very high price. The initial total budget estimated by the Indian Olympic Association was Rs 1,620 crores. However, the official total budget shot to an estimated Rs 11,500 crores, nearly 100 times more than the initial amount. That was because of dishonest business dealings, the majority of which included inflated contracts for everything from simple things like a tissue paper to aerostats. For instance, tissue papers were bought at a price as high as Rs 1,580 per packet. Toilet paper rolls were bought at Rs 4,000 a piece. A simple water dispenser was declared as costing a whopping Rs 11,852. Rs 30 crores were spent on flower pots and Rs 80 crore bill was raised for dumbbells. While the Delhi government spent 60 lakhs to purchase a bus, the original cost of the service was only 40 lakhs. The cost of this aerostat was actually at 40 crores, but it was accounted for roughly 70 crores. Companies that overquoted were hired rather than those that offered the best rates, facilities, and equipment. The timing, scoring, and result system for the games was given to Swiss timing at vastly inflated rates. The poor infrastructure and unexplained high price paid for simple items like chairs, umbrellas, and toilet paper led to public outcry over the possibility of a scam. As soon as CWG 2010 was over, the then Union government appointed a high-level committee comprising of ex-Auditor General V.K. Shunglu to look into the matter. Apart from the high-level committee, the centre directed the Central Vigilance Committee, IT Department, CBI and Enforcement Directorate to conduct an independent investigation. During the probe, it was found that Suresh Kalmadi, a Congress politician who was the president of the Indian Olympic Association and the chairman of the 2010 Commonwealth Games, was at the helm of the financial scam. Investigation revealed that Kalmadi paid Rs 141 crores to the firm to buy TRS systems from the Swedish company Swiss Timing. The amount paid to the company was Rs 95 crores more compared to what another bidder, MSL Spain, had offered. Reportedly, he, along with his aide VK Verma, eliminated the competition in return for kickbacks. However, the then Delhi Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit refuted claims of government corruption by stating all things were done with the national interest and repute in mind. Following the revelations made during the investigation, Kalmadi was arrested by CBI on April 25, 2011 and charged with conspiracy, forgery, misconduct and under provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act. He served a total of 10 months in jail before securing bail. The saga of the CWG scam is far from over. There are over 50 cases linked to the CWG scam that are still pending in the courts. A report by the Indian Express states that close to Rs 700 crores worth of contract disputes are yet to be settled. More than a decade down the line, the 2010 Commonwealth Games is still remembered not for India's sports merit, but as an episode of mammoth governmental corruption and incompetence.